You're gonna be shocked that I say that because you know I'm nosy.
So, Wendy Williams has finally got that last laugh she deserves so much, and it seems like seeing her husband moving out of his fancy house in Florida and selling it heals the TV diva's wounded soul better than any remedy. Well, she's been waiting long enough to watch her ex convulsing from financial woes, but what does Wendy really think about his grievances now when this man is basically homeless? Let's find out. Hi everyone, and welcome back to Celeb Live Channel. So you all know that since Kevin Hunter's last dimes vanished from his pockets, his fiancée Sharina Hudson packed her stuff and dumped the man, leaving him to deal to piles of unpaid bills and dues. Apparently, Kevin is so bad at managing finances that he is now forced to move out of his luxury house in Florida and sell the sports cars he owns.
You know, what we were going through behind the scenes was a lot.
As Wendy believes, if Kevin was a little bit smarter, he would have stopped hoping to milk her bank account and maybe would have been more attentive to where his limited resources go. Because with her, he was living like a king, not thinking much about bills and fees, because money were just flowing into their pockets so effortlessly. But as Wendy said, financial wisdom has always been her strength in the family.
You've got to know how to get a mortgage. You've got to know, what the light bill is, even if you're married, because you never know when a marriage could go left.
So how naive Kevin must have been to expect that his marriage with Wendy would never go left after he had been cheating on her with multiple women and even living a double life with his mistress turned fiancée Sharina Hudson. But he didn't guess is that Wendy wasn't blindly in love, and she knew about a lot of things since the start, especially about his affair with Sharina. And of course, Wendy didn't even consider Sharina being a competition for her because this girl wasn't looking for big love when she first got involved with him. Her real intention was a money hunt, and she actually succeeded in getting it from Hunter.
She was one of these, less than smart women who moved to the big city with bright lights.
The shiny lights of show business messed with Sharina's head, and she started to live off Kevin and Wendy's money by asking for more expensive gifts, designer bags, and exquisite vacays. And as Wendy says, this man was naive and blind that he was wasting money left and right to satisfy Sharina's growing appetites for luxury, and his main mistake was to think that he could pull off this lifestyle for the rest of his days. However, one wrong move, and Kevin ended up with fathering a baby with his mistress. And this was the kind of betrayal and indiscretion Wendy had never wanted to tolerate from her then husband.
Infidelity is one thing. A full baby is a whole nother topic.
So, the TV diva quickly filed for divorce, letting her cheating husband finally go and live freely with his baby mama. And guys, this is exactly what Kevin decided to do. He thought that his life had been settled at that moment, considering that apart from breaking free from a suffocating divorce, he also got a nice bonus in the form of Wendy's generous alimony. And the TV diva once even admitted that she knew how much Kevin was relying on these payments to provide for his new family.
That's not my problem. I know that my child... My alimony for all three of them is on time every month.
Unfortunately, the dreams of living happily ever with his ex-wife's alimony met the hard rocks of reality, and one day, Kevin found himself totally blocked from getting another transfer from Wendy. And this is where the financial situation began to spiral down for Kevin. And it seems like Wendy already knew what would happen to this man quite soon without her generous donations. It was largely expected that Kevin would go broke, and he himself confessed that he was solely relying on alimony payments, and his whole life was turned upside down. So, now that Kevin has no more means of income to cover his needs, he is forced to sell everything, including his and baby mama's house in Florida, which is the epitome of luxury for a man without a dime in his pocket, if you ask me. So, Kevin listed his beloved 2020 house up for sale, and he expects to get $1.3 million for these beautiful mansion, featuring 5 bedrooms, spacious formal living room, an elegant formal dining room, and the open concept gourmet kitchen. And it seems like Wendy is happy to see that she had been right since the start, and Kevin and Sharina couldn't build their happiness on her pain or with her money. And since they are completely cut off from getting a dime of her multi-million wealth, the couple of lovebirds has been dealing with one problem after another until they decided they couldn't take it anymore.
Kevin's problem is that Kevin ended up getting with this girl. She made herself very available to him.
Knowing Kevin's own appetite for luxury, and considering the fact that Sharina has a business to sustain, it is no wonder why money were slipping right through their fingers like a sand on the beach. And since neither of them actually wanted to get serious about their business ideas, Wendy seems to be satisfied that Kevin had been taught such a valuable lesson. After all, there is no denial that this man did her dirty, and we all remember the TV diva's unstable condition after the divorce.
But I'm still in love. I don't know what to do. Are you serious with this?
Well, now it's Wendy's time to shine, and while Kevin is at his lowest point in this life, without new projects to produce and debts to pay off, with no baby mama at his side, and his daughter being taken away from him by Sharina, this man has hit the rock bottom, and it's not like anyone feels. sorry for him, including Wendy herself. As one person commented, I thought he said he built Wendy and all her empire was due to his management, so he can't even manage his home or new girlfriend. And another user added, it isn't karma. It is because he can't manage his money well, that's all. He is a dummy. Well, pick whatever explanation you like, but the things remains unchanged. Kevin Hunter had stepped into some very dirty mud with his love affair and financial mismanagement, and that's why now he got what he deserves. A tough life lesson on how to lose everything when you take it all for granted and don't want to grow up. As Wendy said, Kevin had many impulsive purchases, and it's not like he was going to stop even the divorce.
Say the last 15 years of cars have been #stupid.
But apparently, since things are not going so well for him, he might be finally learning the bus fare, or maybe find the new level of comfort in an ordinary car, like the rest of us driving. And since his new life with a newly built family went down in flames, with businesses not bringing enough to cover the holes in the budget, it's no wonder that Kevin does the only thing he can right now, selling everything and downsizing. In the past, Kevin already sold other valuable things when he was spotted in a pawn shop with a huge bag of jewelry. Back then, it wasn't a desperate move because Kevin was thinking that with Wendy's alimony, things would get better for him one way or another. But the reality slapped Hunter on the face and showed him that since he had no intention of changing his shameless ways of living, karmic lesson will hit him even harder. So now, not being able to pay $600 something HOA fees every month, he is forced to move out of his smart home, and who knows if he's going now to land on a couch of some of his buddy for a while to figure out his future prospects.
We need, Kevin is still a respected producer like the other executive producer we had there, the showrunner.
I don't know about you guys, but it seems like Wendy only laughing hard when she hears about Kevin's producing talents because so far, the only thing he managed to prove to the entire world is that he is so very bad with money that even Sharina got tired of his questionable choices and financial maneuvers and left him deal with consequences of his mistakes.
I've also learned about money that all money is not good money.
Some people agree with Wendy, and the questionable financial choices only made Kevin having fallen into a trap where he now is forced to sell his mansion and luxury cars in order to pay off his debts. Apparently, he can't handle such a lifestyle without his famous ex-wife, and it's kind of surprising for many people. As one person commented, it's crazy that he didn't plan for what life would look like without getting an alimony check from Wendy, especially at his age. It doesn't surprise me that Sharina left once the money left. That's the thing about them tables. They always turn. And another user added, did Kevin and Sharina actually think they would run off into the sunset and live happily ever after the horrible way they treated Wendy? Well, I guess karma is showing Dumb and Dumber that won't be happening. Well, it seems like Kevin has only played himself in this story, and he now gets what he really deserves, to find the way how to earn money honestly, and most importantly, to manage his resources wisely. And what do you reckon? Has Kevin went broke because of his own mistakes? And will he take care of his resources after selling everything? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I'm eager to know what you're thinking. And in the meantime, check my other videos about this crazy drama. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I promise to be back very soon.